give you little hugs. Hey, remember me? Can I sit on your lap? Yeah, you're heavy now, but yes. You'll hurt the old man, but climb on up. My songs are my children who are now strong enough to beat me in a fight. That is a wonderful trade-off for getting older. So you have songs that you can... I haven't heard that song in a long time. I had to play it to hear it. That's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of a cool job. Hey, I sure wish I could hear some music. I believe perhaps I'll play some. Sure wish I could hear a Mayer song right now, which is not something I ever say. Yeah. I think about this sometimes. I do sit down and I play slow dancing in a burning room because I hear it so often on Instagram, which is incredible. And sometimes I'll play it and be like, am I doing it right? Because I do think there's a weird thing to it that's very fingerprinty for me. I think it comes down to that. How hard you hit. There are lots of different ways to play it, obviously. Everyone should put their own spin on it, but... I think it's a lot of neck shaking that people don't do. There's always that, like with a pick, like, you know. Anyway, but it's not like the notes run into each other. You play all three, and it's all about the one thing, like vibrato and sliding, is so specific to people. You shouldn't even try to sound like someone else there. Even just, everyone sounds different. So when tonight's equipment is a Nebula PRS, you can't really see it. That's a Nebula Silver Sky. And a Fractal, loving the Fractal. Paul Jason Klein, what is up? Good save there. Yeah. Go cry about it, don't you? I'll tell you some stuff I never told anybody, because we're all up right now. It's like we're all can't sleep. We're like all living in the same house. It's like, I can't sleep. Can you not sleep? Yeah, I can't sleep either. Come in. Songs take a long time to. They should take a long time to write sometimes. And this song, I had this, you know. So I had this for a while. I think I had this, and it started out as a song, this little idea. Actually, the first thing that came for that song was "Go Cry About It." It was a song I was walking around one day. I can't believe I remember all this stuff. You had a bad day, and it was all about, you know, like you know, you had a bad day, and you did this and you did this, and the idea was, and it was go cry about it. Why don't you? Go cry about it. Why don't like that was gonna be a song. That was that in my mind for a minute. I thought I could get away with writing a song where I was like, "Oh, you had a bad day, did you? Go cry about it." And I realized that lacked a certain kind of sensitivity that I was known for at the time. So it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and changing and changing and changing and changing and changing and going and going and going. And days and weeks, literally months. And I had, it's not a silly little moment, all this stuff. And I had, and I said, and this I believe people know, I said to Chad, the engineer and producer, I said, this song sounds like two people slow dancing in a burning room. And then I stuffed it in there, and it felt wrong at the time, as most things you write at the time do. Most things you write at the time feel wrong because they're new and they aren't what you're expecting. And I've now learned to obey that feeling because that means something good is coming. If it feels wrong, like just go for it. And I was like, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. Now, if you'd never thought to sing that before, and you had this idea in your head, and it was all gonna be slow, and you decide, I'm gonna try, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. None of that makes sense until you go for it and throw it down, and then what you're really trying to do as a writer is cheat your brain so you can't imagine it any other way. Hard thing is trying to retrain your brain. If something did glue in and you're like, you sure it's wrong? That's tough to do also, but it's a good job when you can get it. Thank you, Russ. Changed my life too, I think. Some fun songs to play on live, still, to this day. To this day. No pedals, but it's kind of a cheat to say I'm not using pedals because there's a reverb and a delay inside the fractal.